Hello everybody, it's Steve Powell and I'm out here on the back porch again this week, and we've got a lot of snow here in North Carolina, so it's a little cold out here, but that's okay. I want to continue our message and actually wrap up our message on influence and how to be a positive influence in the lives of others. We've spent the last several weeks talking about this. I've shared some points and have challenged you to journal the names of the influencers in your life. And I want you to reach out to those folks over here during the holidays and tell them what they mean to you and how they've impacted your life. So I'm going to wrap up this week with 3 points on influence and being a positive influence. And the first thing is simply to look for opportunities to add value to others. Add value to people. Look for whatever way you can, whether it's giving of your time or your finances or your energy. If it's just sitting and listening to them as they share a problem or a challenge, whatever it is, just look for ways to add value to others, and it always comes back to you multiple times. Zig Ziglar, who many of you know and may have heard speak in the past, I know I have, shares a quote that says, "You can get everything in life that you want if you will just help enough other people to get what they want." So add value to others. The second thing I want to share is to be generous. This is a great time of the year to be generous with your time, with your finances, with your energies and talents and gifts and skills, and look for ways to impact other people in positive ways by just being generous. There's a quote that says, "Be a river and not a reservoir." Be a river and not a reservoir. So allow what you have been given in your life to flow through you to others, and you'll be a positive influence on them. The third thing, the last thing, the way to be a positive influence is simply, as best you can, to love others unconditionally. I know that's hard. We're humans, and purely unconditional love is very tough, if not impossible. But as much as possible, just find ways to love others and be a positive influence on them. You know, the best way, or one of the best ways I have found to be a positive influence on others is simply to listen to them, to take the time to listen. And I try to listen, and it's hard for me sometimes. I tend to want to talk real fast and not allow people the time to share their thoughts. But if I'll sit back and actively listen to others and ask them questions that keep them talking and listening to them, that I oftentimes can find ways to add value to them in much deeper and more meaningful ways than if I don't listen and I try to just jump into the conversation. So add value to others, be generous, and try to listen and love others. I appreciate you guys being with me on this special series on influence. I'm going to have special Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve messages coming up, so I encourage you to stay tuned for those. I hope you have a great week, folks, and all the best, and I'll talk to you next week.